CW, am I right? Remember in 2023 when Billy confirmed the release date that year? Well, I sure do. It seems like with every small insight I get into an understanding of the potential release date, it seems delayed time and time again. Of course, there's a grain of salt taken with all the info taken with word of mouth, and that consistency will hold true even here. Even though ETH plans to release this year, that doesn't mean it will. But I have a few clips that I want to go over. The first one being a few new spells. As you can see, there's a flame spell here. It's all new animation and everything. In fact, there's some text that appear before you when you summon it right there. And that's actually the language of CW there. And right there it says, "With this treasure, I summon flame." Which is really weird. Here's another spell, the Ice Block spell, which you can use outside of combat as well. And as you can see, there's another text wall there. That one says, "It's called Give Me a Jacket Burr." I don't know why it says that, but it seems you can do some really creative stuff even outside of combat. I think this is going to be a spell everyone's going to equip, and I think it's great. This next clip is going to have the Flame Spear, and the thing in front of it says, "Scala, Spell Boost, Envelop in Flames, Leave Only Ash, Boom." I don't know why it says that, or else. I don't know. This is also level up animation, and the text in front of there says something about the entity gifting. The entity? That's the first part of the lore! Let's go! We got a lore! Wow, a little bit of the lore called the entity. Can't wait. But either way, that's besides the point. We also have to go over the restructured new style of arrow. Also, here's another spell right before I go into that, the lantern spell. That says test, test, test there with the language in front of it, so ignore that. I think that spell's pretty cool, but that's besides the point. What is the point is the new arrow skill. Here's the new arrow skill. I can't really get a very good grasp of the understandings of the mechanics. It's something about the arrows falling from the sky, doing damage on their way down, and you being able to chain up shots with these little circles appearing in between the shoot arrow and the target arrow that you have to hit to get more damage. That's my theory. Feel free to put your theory in the comments of what you think it is. I have no idea. There's a whole bunch of images of a few of the devs posting in general. Some cool new armor sets and weapons all scattered throughout general chat every now and then, and sometimes even some map creation. But overall, this game, as I say every time, has been shaping up to be really, really cool. Here's a cool animation of the black hole. I have no idea where that was or where it's going to be. But here's something interesting. Here, you might want to replay this part many times. You can see ETH scrolling through different rarity items and seeing all the cool stuff. I think that's really cool. Here's also an image of fighting a new enemy called the Small Golem. This thing seems to be a lot more faster. I can't tell, but that new rolling attack is definitely new. Here is a close-up on a item description, and this is a good example of one of the mechanics I talked about in my previous video called star slamming. As you can see, there are little star icons to the bottom left of some of these items. These star symbols show you how many times the star has been slammed. And as I said before, you can star slam an item 3 times, and one random stat will be upgraded a little bit. It is completely random which one, so having all 3 stats being the one that gets upgraded by the star slam is possible, but very difficult to obtain. It's just a form of min-maxing to be able to have that type of star distribution. And I believe this is a really good system, and I can't wait to try it out. That's gonna be it, guys. I know I've not been uploading. Here's some funny footage of Repo V theme today. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Is there a hole in this room?
I couldn't see the hole. Oh my god.